You probably clicked on this video because you finished Photon's course and you feel like you're still a little bit unprofitable. Or you're just curious and you want to see what you could do just in case Photon's course doesn't work out for you. If that's you, then you clicked on the right video. What if I told you that you're probably trading his strategy the wrong way? What if I told you that there's a secret into trading his strategy the right way? Would you do what it takes to understand and master this secret? If not, then you can click out this video. But for the ones who stayed, let me know once you get paid. Today I'll be showing you how I increased my win rate with this exact journal, and I'll also be showing you how to increase your win rate with this journal. And lastly, I'll be showing you guys how to use this journal for yourselves. Now you might be looking at this and you're like, what am I looking at? What is going on? This right here is my journal. And yes, this journal increased my win rate by a lot. I'm telling you guys, if you guys implement this, you guys will be profitable probably in the next 6 months. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm telling you guys the truth. Okay, now let's begin. So right here, these are the pairs that I back tested. Now let me show you all my pairs that I use: USD CAD, Euro USD, AUD USD, and USD SHAF. Now this journal lets me know the win rate of each pair that I use. Now if I were to click on AUD USD, it filters out all the other pairs and only shows me the pair for AUD, the win rate for AUD USD. Now the win rate is shown right here. Now you're looking at this win rate and you're saying a 29% win rate for this pair. This pair must be bad. Now you have to understand that I target a 1 to 4. Every RR that you target has a based win rate. Now if you target a 1 to 1, your win rate can range from 51 to about 70 or 80%. And if you target a 1 to 2, your win rate can range from a 40 to 50. Target a 1 to 3, win rate can range from a 30 to 40. And if you target a 1 to 4, your win rate can range from a 30 to 40, or if you're lucky, 50. Now with this pair, I will be showing you how my win rate increases every time I filter something out of this pair. Now this is the pair that I use, that I'm filtering out right now, AUD USD. This is the win rate right here, where you see 29.26% win rate, and I lose 67% of the time targeting a 1 to 4. Let me show you guys more of. There's a lot more into this, but you guys can ignore this for now on. These are just the pictures that I used and reviewed and all that. You guys don't have to worry about this right now. What you gotta mostly focus on is my pair and my win rate. So let's continue. So my win rate is a 30%, 29%, however you say it. Now with a 1 to 4, that win rate is amazing. You will be profitable. Now one more thing I forgot to mention is the sum. The sum is the amount I made combined it with all the trades that I took. So I made a total of 31% with 82 trades. This shows the amount of trades that I took. And on average, I make 0.39%, which means if I were to take a trade, even though I lost, on average, this is technically 0.39%, meaning that if I take 10 trades and I lose 6 of them, I know on average I make 0.39%. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. Now let's continue. Let's start by filtering out something. First thing I'm going to filter out is the time I will be trading. Now This is the session time that I trade. Now let's start out by filtering out something to see if my win rate increases at all. Now the first thing I'll be filtering out is the session time. Now this shows the session timing that I will be trading. Now first session time I'll be showing you guys my win rate is a London session. So as you can see, London session has an 18% win rate. What does that tell you? That tells you I shouldn't be trading London session. So my win rate, because my win rate is bad, I have an 81% chance of losing my trades if I trade London session. I know it's not much trades to show you proof that trading London session is bad, but that gives out a red flag indicating that trading London session is probably not the best thing to do. So now let's continue with Tokyo session. Now Tokyo session, I have a higher win rate in Tokyo session than London session. I have a 23% win rate. Now what that tells you, now a 23% win rate is still profitable, targeting a 1 to 4. Reason being is I'm still up 5% on the account. So if I were to take 21 trades on a trading account, on a prop firm account, even though that would take a while, but eventually I will pass this account if I take another 21 trades, because I made 5% on average out of 21 trades. So if I take another 21 trades, I will more than likely pass this account with a 23% win rate. That tells you a lot, that targeting a 1 to 4 or high RRs, even though the drawback to it is you get more losses, the higher part to it is that you in return make more and are still profitable. So the next one, let's see Sydney. Did I have enough trades with Sydney? I barely had any trades in Sydney. That tells me that I rarely get trades in Sydney session. So I don't even really mind. I have to care about that. Or I probably need more data on Sydney session. Now the last session that I find had the highest win rate, you guys all know it, is New York session. Now with New York session, my win rate went to from a 18%, 23% to a 33% win rate. And out of 48 trades, the sum is 25%. What that tell you? That means if I were to take 48 trades, I'll be able to pass not one, but 2 prop firm accounts, maybe 1.5. That shows you how likely you are to pass a prop firm with a 1 to 4. Now, also again, the drawback is the psychology. Now with this, you'll see that I had mostly a lot of losses. Now I had 3 losses in a row. I mean, not 3, 4 losses in a row before getting a win. 1 loss before getting. This was a winning streak right here. Now this is crazy. This was lucky. Now, on average, this is telling me that I get 4 to 5 losses in a row before getting a win. Now this journal tells me this. Shout out to tomtrades because he's the one that showed me this journal. But let's continue. Now before I do anything else, what if I tell you I can increase this 33% win rate to maybe a 40% win rate? Let's see. Let's find out. Let's see if this works. Okay, so now I already refined the session time and I only picked 1 pair. Now, okay, before I continue, this right here shows the percentage I would make each month, and it shows what are my likelihoods of having a profitable month for a certain month. So if next year comes around, I'll look back and say, oh, March give me a 20% win rate. So I may or may not trade this month because it's less likely to have winning trades. So, and October maybe also had 100% win rate. So maybe next year I might risk a lot more on October because my win rate is fairly high over here. Even though that's 2 trades, it just shows me that my win rate more than likely might be higher. Now let's continue increasing my win rate to 40%. Now let's say I go to hours and New York session. Let's see, what is my likelihood of winning a New York session? A New York session at 8 to 9. So trading in New York session from 8 a.m. to 9 gives me a 50% win rate. Now let's continue. Trading from 9 to 10 gives me a 28% win rate. Let's continue. Trading from 10 to 11 gives me a 30% win rate. Let's continue. Trading from 11 to 12 gives me a 37% win rate. Let's continue. Trading from 12 to 1 gives me 50% win rate. So on and so on and so on. Now, trading from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. is showing me that the win rate is not good. It's not really that good. Let's continue again. Trading from 3 to 4 also tells me that it's not good. What does that tell you? This journal is basically telling me I shouldn't trade 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. or 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Now let's see if I filtered those 2 things out and left everything else in. What would my win rate be? Now my win rate went to a 40% win rate. Now I asked ChatGPT, what is the likelihood of having a 40% win rate or a 50% win rate targeting a 1 to 4? And ChatGPT said it is very unlikely that somebody will have a 50% win rate, but it is possible. And with a 40% win rate targeting a 1 to 4, those are professional traders. Now, if you were to do this with your journaling, find out what time frame best suits for the pair that you're trading, find out what time works best with your pair that you're trading, or find out what pair works best for you. You can increase your win rate like this. This is a 40% win rate. Now the sum is 33%. On average, I make 0.84, which means for every trade, I'll make on average 0.84%. Now let me give you an example. If I were to take 10 trades and I lost 7 of those trades in a row, I wouldn't worry too much because I know on average I make 0.84%, which means there's a high likelihood that the remaining 3 trades that I would take are more than likely to be 3 wins in a row, because this is my average. This is my average. This is out of 40 trades right here. Now, there's a lot more filters that I have in there that can potentially increase this to maybe a 50% win rate. But one warning before using this journal and thinking you can refine to the max. The more you refine, the less trades you get. Now, if you're looking at the time, you will see that I have 1 trade in January, and you will see that I have only 2 trades in February, and March 1 trade. In April, if I were to keep refining this over and over again, you might see that I only get 1 trade each month, which is why I don't recommend refining too much. Just refine. Okay, so what you could do is put all the things you think your strategy might need, which is the pair, the time frame, the hours, the month, and all that, and see which refinement you think works best for you. Don't over refine, because if you do, you will not get much trades, and that will mess with your psychology, because you're gonna want to trade something else. You're gonna want to trade all the time. The people who can over refine is, I'll say, the scalpers, the people who get like 30 trades day, which is bad. But if you're able to refine that to, let's say, 5 trades per day, you will see yourself having probably an 80% win rate. But that's only if you're a scalper targeting a 1-to-1 or a 1 to 0.5. That's where I would say a 80% win rate would come from. Now, I have a 40% win rate with AUD USD, trading New York session between 8 a.m. through 1 p.m. First, before I continue, as you can see currently right now, I'm a small content creator, and if you guys can like or maybe subscribe, my videos can be pushed out to YouTube and can help multiple people understand what they're doing wrong. And this does not have to be involved with Photon strategy. You can use any strategy with this journal. This journal is, I'm telling you guys, it is life-changing. You don't want to trade without a journal because you will be wasting your time. I'm begging you guys to use a journal. It doesn't even have to be like this. It could be your own journal. You could make it completely different than mine, because literally, however, whatever works for you, make this journal. I don't know, use some type of journal. Now, before I continue with how to use this journal, where you could get this journal is from a YouTuber named tomtrades. He put me on. That was his journal. I'm not taking credit for this journal. But what I could say is that I changed a lot of things for this journal. Now, his was completely different. I changed a lot of filter for this journal. Now, for the filter, I could add a new filter to this journal. These are my filters that I could add or remove. And to add more things to be able to refine this journal, all I have to do is go all the way here and click add and pick whichever one I want to add. For example, let's create one right now. Let's try this. This one lets me select certain options. Let's try calling this journal let's see, when not to trade. When not to trade. Let's call this journal when not to trade. And let's edit the property and let's add an option. Let's say from our reviews to not trade from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. And if I were to add this filter, with this journal to not trade from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m., I would have to obviously implement those, and then I would have to go back to filter and add when not to trade. And if this was all filled up, once I click this filter, I'll be able to see it right here. This is just a sample of how to use this journal. First, you'll be confused, but eventually you'll know how to use it very easily. It's not that hard. It looked confusing at first. And props to you guys, whoever stayed this long, because I know this video was very long, but if you stayed this long, that just shows how badly you guys want to be profitable. And I appreciate you guys for watching this long, because I really want to help you guys. Now, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. If I were to take like 100 trades, it would show me if trading from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. is actually bad. And I would say I won't trade at 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching this long into the video. I really appreciate it. And that's about it. Stay safe.